Hey guys, so I wanted to sit down and chat with you today and tell you about my top 10 makeup products from Boots, from Superdrug, from the High Street that are under £10. Now, I was scrolling down my old YouTube videos list thing and it's so funny. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually did this video 3 years ago to this kind of month. So January 2014 was when I first did it, and I was just like, do you know what, I really want to do like an updated version. So here we are today, and I am so excited to show you all the things that I love, and also I've thrown them all onto my face, so I'll do little cutaways so you can see me applying them and the kind of difference that I think that they make to when I'm applying makeup and stuff like that. So at number 10, the first thing that I want to tell you about is Rimmel's Match Perfection. Now, I've had this for I think about a year now. I've been loving it. It's a great kind of everyday foundation. You'll see as well that it goes on really smoothly. It really buffs into the skin, and for me, I definitely feel like it just becomes at one with my skin. I can totally buff it in and it's beautiful, and also it kind of gives a very kind of natural finish. That's why I like wearing it every day, because the finish is very natural. It looks like my skin. If people get all up and close in my face, it just looks lovely, and it kind of really evens out my skin nicely. It gives a very kind of subtle radiance, kind of luminosity to my skin as well. I just really love it. It's called a Light Perfecting Radiance Foundation, which I would definitely agree, it's very light. The shade that I use is soft beige, and I just really can't recommend it highly enough. Okay, and at number 9, I've got Collections Lasting Perfection Concealer. You can tell this is well loved. All of the writing has been kind of rubbed off, and I'll let you into a kind of little secret of mine. So I use shade 2, which is Cool Medium, and I like to cover my scarring and spots with this because it's a slightly salmony kind of colour. It's like a beigey salmon colour, which I feel like better covers the brown kind of darker pigmentation that I have because I've got scarring. So I love to use that over my spots and my scars, and that's so good. Really kind of full coverage, but also blends really nicely, and it's just so affordable. And then at number 8, I have got another concealer here, but I use it for a different purpose, and that's to conceal underneath my eyes and just add a little bit of brightness onto the kind of tops of my cheeks. And it's the what is it? It's the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and as you can tell, this is very loved. I actually need to buy a new one. Quite like the applicator. I like that I can twist it up and the product comes out, but it's probably not that hygienic in that this sponge is looking pretty crusty right now, so I could do with getting a new one. Not sure what shade I use. I think there were like 3 or 4 shades, and I used the second to lightest. And the reason that I rate this is that it goes on really smoothly, and I think it has a decent amount of kind of coverage, but it's very kind of thin and it just doesn't look cakey. That's the main reason I like it. It doesn't look cakey, and where it goes in quite thin, you can kind of blend it in really nicely, and it covers but it doesn't cake, so love that. And at number 7, I've got the Bourjois Healthy Balance Powder. I have really grown to love this. I think I hauled this about 3 or 4 months ago. You guys would have seen in an older video. And I've got the shade 53 Beige Clair. And actually, I've got my friend Dawn hooked on this. She used it as well, and she was just like, wow, it looks so natural on the skin, which it does. And also, I can tend to be a little bit heavy-handed when I apply my makeup, and it doesn't matter how much I dust this onto my face, it never kind of looks cakey, and you can't really see it sitting on the skin. So for me, I think this is very finely milled, and it's just really nice. Great powder from the drugstore, which actually I find quite difficult to find nice settings powders, so can't rate that one highly enough. Next up at number 6 is Soap & Glory's Brow Archery Pencil. I've been using this religiously for the past 2 years. Actually, I think I need to branch out and try some other kind of high street brow products. So if you've got any kind of recommendations, because I literally don't know of any other pencils that I love apart from this one, that you rate, please let me know. It's got a spoolie on one end, and at the top it's got a very fine nib, and I really like this. You can get a lot of control. I don't think I would probably get on with the more thicker kind of pencils that you see. I like a fine nib so I can really get in there and feather out my eyebrows. What I'll also say is that I use shade Hot Chocolate, which is really nice and cool, and it's dark enough for my kind of browns because I've got quite dark colouring, and I just can't rate this enough. And at number 5, I've got Collections Highlight and Sculpt Contour Kit. I have got to be totally honest with you, I reach for this way more than I do my Anastasia contour kit, than my Nars Laguna. It's just so fantastic. I love that it's a matte brown colour. I love that it's got a little bit of ashiness to it, and then when it goes onto my cheeks, like I'm just undoing my cheekbone, I can really blend it out nicely, and it's just gorgeous, and it just helps make my kind of round face look a little bit slimmer, and just for the price it's just unbelievable. So I definitely reach for this a lot more than my kind of other high-end ones. So I'm going through a little bit of a love affair with this one at the moment. At number 4, I've got another face palette, but I had to mention it because I have been using it so much, and it's the Rimmel Kate Moss Face Sculpting Palette. And I just love this. This shade here in the middle is fantastic for bronzing. So once I've contoured, I like to whack this on just to add a little bit more kind of depth to the face, and it's gorgeous. Got a little bit of shimmer in there, but it's not too much. And also this peachy blush is so nice, especially for my olive skin, and it just looks gorgeous. It gives me a really kind of healthy glow, so I have been enjoying using this. Next up at number 3, I've got the Maybelline 24-Hour Colour Tattoos. They are fantastic. I've got the plummy shade, the pinky shade, and the bronzy shade. These are so easy when you just want to slap on a really nice kind of eyeshadow colour and not have to faff too much of blending and just all of that jazz. I literally just whack this on with my finger, and if I do want to blend, I can use another finger or a brush, and they just look really nice on. Beautiful and shimmery, and I feel like they make my eye colour pop. To be honest with you, I don't really have any kind of high-end cream eyeshadows, so for me I just love these. I'm going to stick with them and just think that they're fantastic. And I will just say I am quite a greasy kind of girl when it comes to my eyelids, but these actually set really nicely, and I don't get that sort of horrid little crease. So for me, these are such a good investment. Okay guys, we're down to the final 2 now. I'm getting super duper excited because these are 2 products that I literally cannot live without, and these guys here are just something that I always continually repurchase, and they are the number 7 Stay Perfect Shade and Define. What are these, like eyeliners? They are fantastic. I own the black, which is, what is it called? Black Shimmer, which is a black with a shimmer. Coffee Bean, which I use pretty much every day. And I also like Cool Mink for more special occasions and just popping in an inner highlight just here. And they're just fantastic. They last really well. The main thing for me about these is just that they perform so well. I can put them on and I don't have to worry about it smudging up to the top and migrating up here, or smudging down below and just creating a really distressed kind of sweaty hot mess. They're just really fantastic. Quite affordable. Number 7 is a little bit more expensive than say like Rimmel and Collection and stuff like that, but these are the only eyeshadow sticks that I will now buy, and my most used one is Coffee Bean, and you can just see it adds so much definition and drama to my eyes, and I could not live without these. And the winner of them all is the Maybelline Colour Drama pencils, of which I have 3. I feel like I should own more of these, and I definitely should maybe go out and buy some more. These are just so good. They're very kind of comparable, I think, to the Nars Lip Crayons, the Cruellas, and all the other ones. I've got some of them here, but I actually prefer these. I prefer the formula. You'll see that they go on really smoothly, but also the pencils deposit such an intense and rich kind of deposit of colour onto the lips. I just think it's amazing for these little like high street pencils, and also I feel like on me they last a lot longer than the Nars ones, and the price as well is just so good. So what have I got? I've got 520, which is a gorgeous sumptuous kind of true red, which is just gorgeous with a very kind of simple makeup look. And then I've also got 210 Keep It Classy, which is a really nice kind of berry but slightly more mauvey kind of tone. And then I've also got 630 Nude Perfection, which, as you can tell from the small battered stubby stick, is my favourite, and I basically reach for this anytime I'm going for a really intense smoky eye, whether it's black, brown, warm brown, and it's just fantastic because it's a true kind of beige shade. It's not too pinky or orangey, it's just complete beige, and I just find it goes with any look that I do where it's completely smoky and I need just something on the lips that doesn't detract from the eye makeup. So there you have it guys, these are my top 10 under £10 makeup items I absolutely recommend to you to go and check out at the drugstore. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Remember to subscribe if you haven't, and leave me any of your recommendations down below, because I do actually need to go to the drugstore and pick up some new bits, I think. Not that I don't have enough makeup, but you know, I always like to try out new things for you so I can recommend them. And yeah, that's it. Thanks so much. Love you lots. Bye bye. Nice and ashy but dark for me. So what I like about it is that, oh my gosh, the nib just fell out. Okay. Brow product. Yep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. In a 24-hour colour tattoo.